Hey guys, the camera cut itself into two. So where was I? I was at all the games I've tested. So I tested Real Racing 3, Asphalt 8, Nova 3, Modern Combat, and Fruit Ninja and Subway Surfer. And all of these games ran without issues. Now, you do want to be mindful because when you're putting on a lot of these heavy, beefy games, it does fill up storage quite quickly. That being said, on my Nexus devices, I don't do a lot of game playing. If I do play games, my go-to games would probably be Fruit Ninja and Asphalt 8. But it ran without issue, and I kind of knew it was going to run without issue because this is the same exact guts as the Moto X Pure Edition. Same processor, same GPU, all of that. So, didn't have any issues on the Moto X Pure Edition. Didn't have any issues on this. So, that was the gaming. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the benchmarks. And y'all already know how I feel about benchmarks. They're just raw numbers. To get an overall good device, you really just need overall good balance and mixture of hardware and software that equates to a fluid and pleasurable user experience. But I like to include the benchmarks because I like to see the raw performance and raw numbers. So starting off, for 3D Mark here, you can see that it scored a 17,719. For N22 benchmark, it scored a 57,000, let that focus, 57,480. Alright, for Quadrant, it scored a 18,898. For Valemo in the metal test, it scored a 2,131. And as you can see, it ranked in overall third place. For the multi-core test in Valemo, it scored a 1,714. And as you can see, it dropped to pretty much almost bottom of the pack, bottom of the pack, but it is what it is. Now, for Geekbench 3, the single-core score was 964. The multi-core score was 3,119. And of course, y'all already saw the Wi-Fi and data test from earlier, and y'all already saw the GPU test. So, that was the benchmarks. And I must say, it benchmarked pretty well, but I was pretty surprised because it differed from the Moto X Pure Edition by 2,000 to 1,000 points in areas, and I guess you can equate that to the increase in RAM. So I guess 2 gigs of RAM to 3 gigs of RAM really does make a difference in some spots, but it's benchmarks, so it is what it is. Now, moving on, that brings us to one of my favorite parts of my reviews, the battery life. And guys, I am very happy to report that the battery life on this device is pretty good. Now, first off, I think let's talk about the charger before I get into my scenarios. Now, the charger that comes with this guy is a rapid charger, and it's a USB Type-C charger. Now, although it says rapid, and it does charge fast, it does not charge as fast as the Moto X Pure Edition Motorola turbocharger. It differs in charging speed by, I would say, 10 to 20 minutes. So, although the overall charge times was quick, it's not as quick as the turbocharger. Now, that being said, let's get into some of these battery stats. Now, battery-wise, y'all already know I have my 3 different scenarios. I have my light, my medium, and my heavy. Now, let me get to it. Light usage-wise, as y'all can see right here, screen was on 8% of the time, and I easily got through a day before it was down to 10%. So you can see it was from 6 a.m. to 6:20 p.m. and that was pretty good. Now, I've actually ran these tests about 3 times, and I noticed that the battery seems to get better each time I go through these scenarios. But trust me, guys, you should be able to easily make it through the day. And on that particular test, I had about an hour and 38 minutes of screen on time. So that's light use for me. Now, moving on to moderate use, where I kind of just bump everything up a little bit more, using the device a little bit more heavily. I still easily got through the day. So you can see, well, this one is not as representative of a whole day because, you know, I took it off the charger at 6 p.m. and I had thrown it on the charger at 11 p.m. And as you can see, I got 3 hours of screen on time right there. Let me let that focus. There's some focusing issues today. Alright, so I got about 3 hours there. Now, let's move on to heavy use. And as y'all can see, the screen was on 34% of the time. I was doing a lot of YouTube, a lot of media, a lot of phone calls. I was actually using the GPS a lot to navigate, and it got through the day no problem. So it was about, well, once again, not very representative of a whole day, but it was about from 8 o'clock to 6 a.m. I had to throw it on the charger, but I wasn't too worried about that because you throw it on the charger for a little bit, like 45 minutes, and you're good to go. And as you can see right there, let me let that focus. I had an overall screen on time of 7 hours and 28 minutes. Now, this is what I would consider to be good battery life, and the battery has only gotten better from there. Now, I might even say that this is better battery life than my Moto X Pure Edition, because y'all know from that review, I pretty much didn't even show y'all those stats, because no matter what I did, I pretty much consistently got 4 hours of screen on time. Now, I did manage to tweak that to where I can get 7 hours of screen on time on my Moto X Pure Edition, but everything I just explained to you here was with no tweaking. So I made no adjustments. I left everything exactly how it was out of the box. So my data was on, my Wi-Fi was on. Pretty much the only thing I turned off and on was the GPS, because I only turn on GPS when I'm about to use it. So that being said, the battery life on this device was pretty good. And again, I'd have to equate that to the lower resolution display, because let's be honest, guys, this is a great display. And although Quad HD displays are great, I don't think you really need them. You'll be just as happy with a 1080p display, and you'll be able to get better battery life with a 1080p display as well. Even a 720p display. As long as it's a good quality display, it doesn't really matter what resolution display it is. 720p, 1080p, Quad HD, 4K, doesn't matter. A good display is a good display. A bad display is a bad display. And I will tell y'all, this is a good display. Now, so, sorry for my little side rant, but that is it for the battery life. Now, as we bring this review to a close, let's talk about the price. So, for the device itself, that was $299. And I actually got that on sale. Then you throw in the case. That's another $20 or so. Then you throw in the Type A to Type C USB cables. That's another $6 or $7. Then I I really wanted to get this here as fast as possible, so I paid a little bit extra for the fast shipping through Amazon. All of this I got through Amazon. The links will be in the video description. So all in all, that came up to a grand total of $357, and that includes the fast shipping. And for that price, I would say that this is a pretty good package. Now, let's take all the extra stuff aside, and let's just talk about the device and the price of the device itself. Now, so just for the device with free shipping, you're looking at just over $300. And for $300, I believe that this is a great device at a great price point. Now, that being said, I got this on sale. Originally, when this device was available, it was something like $424, and then another $30 for the 32 gigs, so like 450 something bucks. At that price, I would not get this. At the price that this is available now, this is actually a great price and a great device at the $300 price mark. So I would say for $300, I could definitely recommend this, because you're getting a solid device with a solid feature set and a really good software experience that's pure Android, so you get updates as soon as they're available, and you're getting a device that pretty much works on any carrier. So for $300, this is a great deal right here. And I'm pretty sure they'll probably be going on sale again soon. So y'all stay up to date with the links in the description, and I'll do my best to keep those links up to date. So, that being said, would I recommend this? Yes, I would. Because this is an overall solid device. Whew, that was a lot, guys. Anyways, if y'all enjoyed the video, please help your boy out and give the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you want to see more raw, uncut content like this, please hit the subscribe button down below to get notified as soon as new videos become available on YouTube. And lastly, if you know anybody looking for a quality device at a really great price, please share with them my channel. I do all the grunt work and research for y'all, so y'all just have to find something you like on my channel, click the links down below, click, boom, your device is on the way. Because we all deserve the best, and you shouldn't have to pay so much sometimes. So, that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I got some more stuff that I'm working on, including the comparison video between this Nexus 5X and the Moto X Pure Edition. That should be coming soon, so y'all stay tuned. Y'all have a nice day, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Peace.